and obviously the entrance. So like my table where I sit when you come into the store. So my seat is at the end of this.
Chomzy and Groovy had a wonderful conversation today afternoon. Chomzy needed to know some certain things about Groovy. She asked what Groovy does for a living before coming to BBNAIJA house. Groovy, in attempt to explain what the kind of business he is into, also trying to tell Chomzy how his office looks like. In fact, it was just a wonderful conversation between the two. You know, Chomzy has been making an advances towards Groovy. So before you could go into your areas of interest as a girl, if that is what you want, you have to try to find out, know certain things about a particular guy. Maybe that is what Chomzy is trying to do. But there's a question I want to ask. Why is it that all the girls Groovy have in the house, they are the one that are always making advances towards Groovy? My correct people, before we go into the details of Chomzy and Groovy's conversation today, let us see what is happening between the two lovebirds, Sheggz and Bella, in the house today, Sunday.
Yeah, I can really know how to tell you. Even having like, what was she? You went to.
Hey, my correct people, no be smarting, no be smarting at all for Big Brother Naija Season 7 Level Up Edition. My correct people, please, before we go further, if you are here and you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, check below, click on the red button and subscribe. Also, if you're new, please do not pass us by like that. Do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also, click on the bell so that you will always be notified whenever we upload a new video. Thank you so much for doing that. God bless you. My correct people, I have a question to ask. Sometimes I want to ask these questions so that I will also know your own opinion and have idea of what you think is happening. Do you think this relationship between Bella and Sheggz is real? Do you think the two guys are serious? Are they doing the right thing? Well, they may be doing the right thing for themselves. In our faces, they may not be doing the right thing. But the question here is, are they real to each other? Looking at the relationship, the way they are doing, are they real to each other? Are they serious about it? For me, I don't think to be serious. Please, I'm not calling for an insult, but I'm like bringing up my own opinion about this particular relationship. I don't think the two are serious about what they are doing, looking at their actions in the house. Though last night, Sheggz has promised to marry Bella. Sheggz said he will marry Bella, he's going to marry Bella. He has loved Bella up to that extent of marrying Bella. But I want to tell Sheggz, marriage is not for guys. Marriage is not for boys. Marriage is for men. And you don't just begin to make statements because you want to enter somewhere. Maybe Sheggz's plan is to enter London to put one inside zero. As soon as that one is done, we start hearing stories. Do not forget also that I made a video in this very platform to tell you what's happened. Someone came up to criticize Sheggz so much, and that happened to be Sheggz's ex. She said Sheggz is a woman beater. To me, Sheggz look like one. While I am not so much believing in this their relationship, a relationship that you have not known somebody, just in a reality TV show. You've not known the person, you've not known how it is, you just jumped into making marriage promises, then it looks too fake. It's not real at all. I don't know if you are viewing this from my own perspective. It doesn't look real at all. Don't begin to bring those kind of heavy promises into a relationship that have started casually. Not until you understand who the person is, understand the person's family, understand certain things that you can stay with. Marriage is not just like, let me go and test and come back. Another powerful thing I noticed in this relationship is two of them does not have respect for each other. They can talk anyhow. This one say this, the other one say this. 1 hour they have problem, another hour they are so sweet with each other. Because even last night when Sheggz promised he was going to marry Bella, it wasn't long. This early morning, today Sunday morning, they had a serious issue that separated them. In the afternoon, they came back together again. Why won't they understand themselves? You have not been able to understand who the lady is and you're moving towards marriage. I don't think it works like that. How do you see, my correct people? All right, guys, moving forward, let us hear from Chomzy and Groovy. My correct people, this one that Chomzy have started going very close to Groovy. Do you people think this about to establish relationship is going to work? No be small thing, no, I don't think so, because the way I see Groovy, his mind is still with Fina. His mind is where Fina is, because today in his diary session when Biggie asked, he said so many positive things about Fina. And where Fina is also, Fina is saying that she is not threatened about Chomzy, where Groovy is. She is confident that the relationship she has with Groovy is intact and nobody can affect that. But Chomzy Groovy conversation today afternoon was sweet. It was quite interesting. I like people like this who wants to know who you are, wants to know what you do. In fact, you start with a friendly conversation before you even think of going further to do other things that could be seen as a relationship. Not like in the case of Sheggz, who have not known Bella so much and he has started promising marriage. Hey, that was smart, it's quite so funny. In fact, it sounds funny. I don't know if it does not sound funny in your ears. To my ears, it sounds so funny. My correct people, I think that same Sheggz is the one that is trying to connect Chomzy and Groovy together. Even though Chomzy have already started a relationship with Elusok. I don't know why she want to confuse herself. Though let us see how it goes. There's still time to know much about what is going on there. My correct people, at this point, I want to say thank you so much for watching. While you stay tuned for the next update that comes your way till we meet again. Same session. Bye. Please do not forget today is an eviction.